Hey, what do you say? Welcome in to the Run In Podcast. What's up? My name is Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks. It's your boy DJ up here in the rafters.
What is good? With Run In Podcast is brought to you by Figure Collections, shop.figurecollections.com for all your Chella retro needs. Don't forget, you can grab Luna Vachon Retro starting on October 1st. And I just got some more breaking news right before we went on the air, actually, while I was actually watching AEW Grand Slam, baby. The Sonny Ono BCA will be available for pre-order on October 15th. And some more news on Chella coming up a little bit later on in the show, as not Chella, Figure Collections coming up a little bit later on in the show. What's up, DJ?
Hey, man, I'm just getting over this. I had a root canal, and so I'm glad that like the right side of my face was swollen for the last couple of days, and it just came down today. So just in time for the show, for the live show.
Yeah, whatever's on your neck there, though, still looks a little rough. It's a joke. Like, is that your face, or did your neck just throw up?
Oh, here we go.
Anyway, bad jokes. Bad jokes for days. A couple housekeeping things before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and in the Fig Cave right now. We decided, hey, why not? Let's we haven't done this in a while. Let's throw a live show up, and we figured doing it right after AEW Grand Slam was a fantastic idea. But we do want to remind you that if you're in the area, in the New England area, Blitzkrieg Pro is back in Enfield, Connecticut on October 7th and October 8th at the House of Pierogies, Enfield, Connecticut. It is a 2-night war between Blitzkrieg Pro and Limitless Wrestling. Limitless Wrestling coming down from Maine, Blitzkrieg Pro, of course, in Western Mass and Connecticut. Front row is just $55 for both nights. That's actually a steal. And this is going to be one hell of a show. You're going to want to be there. I will be there both nights. Confirmed. I will be there both nights. Might be a little bit late Friday night, but I'll be there. I'll be there ready
to meet Tommy.
Party. That's right. So come on. If you're in the New England area, come check it out. I know we got a lot of listeners up in Connecticut and in Massachusetts. So make sure you guys check it out. If you are watching live on Twitch or YouTube or wherever the Fig Cave, make sure you're throwing some comments at us. We'll interact with you guys throughout the show. Glad to have you aboard. Glad we got some people watching TNT 26X. Big fan of the show. And last bearded big man, that is our boy Chad Miller. We have him in the chat as well as of right now. We do have a giveaway courtesy of Wrestling Collector Shop this week. I've actually got it right here with me. It is the Bam Bam Bigelow greatest hits, hot off the presses, man. I was looking at this figure earlier, and I was like, if I was starting a collection, because I remember this came out like as a Legends figure, and I remember being like, or I was looking at it, and I'm like, man, I would have this over the new Legends that just came out, and like the Then, Now, and Forever Walmart exclusive that came out. So here's what you got to do if you want to win this. Friday, when we drop our show information on Twitter, all you got to do is retweet our pinned tweet, and we will pick one winner on our show next week that will get that Bam Bam Bigelow greatest hits. That Bam Bam, or that greatest hits line there's some fire in there, man. You got the Rock Attitude Era, Best of Attitude Era re-release. You got the Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, Bam Bam Bigelow, Rikishi, and the Jesus Jake the Snake Roberts.
Is that the Punisher? The Punisher looking
Punisher Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, yep. I kind of like that one.
Yep. I can't remember if Wrestling Collector Shop sent us a bunch, and I can't remember if they sent us that one or not. They sent us like a whole case of stuff. So thank you to them. They hooked us up. Some of that stuff's coming.
Their best store. They're just awesome store.
Yep, I got some stuff from them that we will talk about in weekly purchases. But if you want that Bam Bam Bigelow, all you got to do is retweet our pin tweet, and you could win it. We'll pick the winner next week on air. You got to be listening, though. We're not going to reach out to you. You got to reach out to us.
Yes.
Patreon.com/runinpod. We got 2 new Patreons this week. Dougie Nunya, and Jeff May. Thank you guys for jumping in to the Patreon. They are now members of the Fig Cave Facebook group. Well, Dougie has been for a little while. He's grandfathered in, but if you need to get on Patreon, you still got time. You still can jump in. This will be your last week to get in for the Hulk Hogan Amazon exclusive Ultimate giveaway that we will be doing. We'll announce the winner next Monday, which is the 26th, I believe. We'll do that. But White Meat Babyface, that's $1 a month. It gets you a shout out on an episode. Our show notes, one entry into the Patreon monthly giveaways, and access to the Fig Cave Facebook group to buy, sell, trade, and talk figs. Then we got Mid Carter. That is $5 a month. It's all the previous tiers benefits. Plus, we'll get you a run-in sticker, access to exclusive monthly watch-alongs, articles, and bonus content. 2 entries into the monthly Patreon giveaway, early access to episodes, video version of the show, ad-free content, and 24/7 access to the inner circle to talk figs, wrestling, and anything else via Discord. And then for $10 a month, you can be a main eventer. All the previous tiers benefits, plus your name on the website as a VIP supporter. Breaking news segments. You can sit in on a live recording of the show once a month. A run-in magnet, 3 entries into the monthly Patreon giveaway, and exclusive discount code in the Run-In Podcast store, which is merch.runinpod.com. So jump in and grab something there, or jump in the Patreon, man. We got lots of stuff going on. I've been doing Hey, what do you say? I did not put one on this week. I didn't have a lot to talk about this week, but we recorded some new draft episodes this past week with some new blood. DJ wasn't able to make either one of them. So we grabbed Nick Thompson from the Fig Cave podcast, and he joined us. We're trying to get Dean Wireman in the mix as well, our social media machine, Dean. Speaking of him, he's running our TikTok, and he's doing a giveaway on TikTok. If you need another giveaway, he's going to give away a Sasha Banks Elite 83 on our TikTok channel. All you got to do is be the first to comment at 12 p.m. Eastern this Friday. So if you are listening early on Patreon, you're getting a little early head
start. Yeah.
So 12 p.m. Eastern, make sure you're ready. If you are watching on Facebook, make sure you click that link so it doesn't say Facebook user and then hey gentlemen. We don't know who you are, but hey, what do you say?
Yeah. Facebook user, yes,
that's right. We got we'll rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you guys do that. Follow along on Instagram and Twitter. And Dean is killing it on the social media machine. Runinpod.com is our official website. It's where you can grab all your deals. Homage, Wrestling Collector Shop, Manscaped. All those deals are posted up on there. And and then no Kenny's Corrections, man. We haven't had any Kenny's Corrections since we've been back. What's up with that, Kenny?
Stuff.
Calling you out, bro. Where's our corrections? We know we fucked up. Let us know where they at, man. I've been fucking up on purpose just so you could have something to
do. You're like, my name is Tommy Prison.
Just Kenny is actually at Grand Slam tonight. So
yeah, he got his ears blown off by that run-in that happened tonight.
That's right.
On the
That's
show.
right. Oh, Dan Christensen is the one saying, hey, gentlemen. He said, there we go. So, we'll interact with you guys all night as long as you're not saying anything stupid if you're in the chat. Twitch.tv/runinpodcast, youtube.com/the Run-In Podcast. Instagram is at the Run-In Pod. Twitter is at Run-In Podcast. DJ, you got the drip flowing tonight since we're live, pal?
I don't actually. You're gonna laugh. This is actually coffee because
the hell?
Because again, I was in a lot of pain, so I could not sleep for a couple of nights. So I was like, okay, I want energy tonight. So
you need one of these, man. I'm gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna be going to sleep halfway through the show because I'm drinking a CBD seltzer.
So get your Run-In mugs in the merch.
That's right. Merch.runinpod.com. And actually, not just mugs. If you're a female listener of the show, we have a few of those. There's a wine tumblers now. There's regular tumblers that you put your iced coffee in. So make sure you grab those, or your vodka sodas, whatever you're putting whatever you're drinking, you can grab one of those steel tumblers, Yeti style. We're not quite balling to grab a Yeti yet or have Yetis made yet, but someday.
Can we put TNT up there?
Oh yeah, he just threw a message up here. So TNT is a very loyal supporter of the Run-In podcast. He just mentioned, hey guys, I just want you to know that I'm going to have surgery on my eye again next month on the 4th, but I'm not going to be out too long. All right, man. Well, best wishes. Hope everything goes good. Hope everything goes good for you, man.
Energy.
Yes. That's right. Positive vibes out to TNT 26X. Dan Christensen says, any Tommy Paradise bobbleheads. Man, if I could make that happen, I definitely would make bobbleheads of myself. Absolutely. I got one kind of right here. You guys are watching, so this kind of looks like me, right? Kind of. Got the beard.
Yeah, that kind of looks like you.
Kind of looks like me. That's Dustin Pedroia, though.
That's hilarious.
But
that's one would kind of look like me.
Yeah. I would love some Tommy Paradise bobbleheads. That would be fantastic. Some Run-In podcast bobbleheads or figures. I mean, figures would be hot too.
I want a figure, dude. I'd like a superstar. I'd go for that.
All right. We talked about it a little bit. A lot of news this week. Grand Slam, some rumors. Ready to get into the ring?
Let's get in it.
All right. In the Ring is brought to you by Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. If you guys have not been over to Buy, Sell, Trade Toys on Instagram yet, the hell are you waiting for? Hit them up. Hit him up. Yeah, I was actually, so you guys all know I sold some of my shit, and there's a few that I kind of want to buy back, and I was looking through his stuff the other day just to see if he had any of them. So,
oh boy,
I didn't pull the trigger on anything. But I was definitely thinking about it for a second. So I've had some self-control.
Look at a picture of the stuff I used to have.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just reminisce and touch the screen and. No, me and my wife actually just had a very important consultation with some contractors for some work in our house. So I'll be saving some money
big boy stuff now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. A little kitchen remodel going down. So yeah. But let's get into the ring here. Well, first thing on the docket, man, we had just had AEW Grand Slam. DJ, thoughts?
I had fun. Watching it. Of course you knew they were gonna put another strap on Jericho. Like we knew this.
I'll get into that in a second. I don't, not necessarily a rant, but I was like, man, what are we doing here with Jericho? But
and then a return of our girl Paige. Nice pop. Like that pop was insane that she got when
Soraya.
She came out there.
Soraya now.
Soraya, I'm sorry, Soraya. But I love, like, that was a hell of a pop for her to come out. I want to see, so I've learned to, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens if she gets in the ring and how that's going to be when she gets in the ring. And of course we got the Acclaimed.
Yeah,
they now got the straps. Again, a big pop when they won. So they're over. Those guys are over, and they deserve that win. And I'm glad that that was, for me, that was the best part of the night, seeing the Acclaim finally.
Legit question.
Crown champs.
Mm-hmm. Was there anybody not going for the Acclaim tonight? Was there anybody like, man, I really hope Keith Lee and Swerve win? Fuck the Acclaim. I don't think anybody can hate. I mean, they say it all the time as a joke. Everybody loves the Acclaimed. It's true. Like, I can't think of anyone who does not like the Acclaim. If you don't like the Acclaim, sound off in the chat. I bet you nobody sounds off. Or one person will.
There's gonna be a troll.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll be named Facebook user. They won't even put their real name up.
Bowen says everybody loves the Acclaim. Like, he's not lying.
It's true.
There.
Yeah, man. I'm pumped because Max Caster has been to a bunch of Blitzkrieg Pro shows wrestling. Met him a handful of times. The dude is like super, super, super nice. Like, you could not meet a nicer AEW superstar or Blitzkrieg Pro
putting that
party animal. Yeah. So congratulations to those guys. Yeah, man. I was a little shocked about the title going to Jericho, the Ring of Honor title, especially like first of all, Cesaro like pretty much just got that, and
Yes.
then
And that would have been a big defense for him. Like that would have been a nice notch on the belt, if you will.
You can just keep building Cesaro like as the Ring of Honor champion. But we always have questions about
when you let the inmates run the asylum, this is what you're gonna get. The older guys are gonna say, "Yeah, I feel like winning that right now."
Yep.
Thank you, youngster, and give me that.
Tony Storm held on to her interim title. Pac won or retained the AEW All Atlantic Championship. Yeah, man, it was nice to see Paige. Britt Baker needs some action. She's kind of been just stagnant here the last 6 months. And that women's division, I feel like, we kind of talked about it a little bit last week too, where the WWE women's division could use a little shake up, a little
they're lopsided on the shows there.
Yeah, they need some big names, and but AEW's in the same boat, man, right now. And I think them having Saraya, or Paige, or whatever you want to call her, and all her plastic surgery, man. Yeah, I heard she's cleared, but I haven't seen it like confirmed by like AEW. It's been like, rumors or whatever that she's cleared to wrestle. So. Well, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But even if she's a mouthpiece, no pun intended, she's still going to add, get some eyes on the product. But again, no pun intended. But overall, man, for an AEW hater, I will admit that I am an AEW hater. But I thought, I enjoy these midweek. You can't call them pay-per-views, obviously, but like when they put the title,
like Clash of Champions and stuff like that.
Exactly. Especially tonight, they even had the walkway like Clash of Champions where it went right into the ring.
Exactly.
But they're always enjoyable, whether it's NXT, AEW, the Halloween Havoc, the In Your House, the whatever they're doing, they're always enjoyable. I forget what some of the names of the other AEW ones, but they're always entertaining. It is like they're like, all right, let's just get to this next one. Let's get to this next one, and then we'll put this one together, and it delivered. I had a friend of mine text me earlier today saying he thinks he could legitimately see every title on this card changing. Were you a little surprised to see Jon Moxley win again?
Yes, I was, because because this audience definitely loves Bryan Danielson and would love to have him have the title, and so it completely surprised me that Jon Moxley won one more time.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Moxley win. I thought for sure I keep wanting to call him Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson was going to win. Mm-hmm. I thought for sure it was like, but Bryan Danielson also has always been the kind of guy who is better in the chase than when he actually has the belt. So maybe there's another part of this coming. Maybe, like that whole WrestleMania 30 build when he finally won the title.
Yes.
The actual him chasing that title was way more fun than him actually being champion, even though it didn't last very long, obviously, of him being champion. But I'm here for Bryan Danielson. So why does his name have to be so similar to make a run for the title again? And just have it be part of the show. I kind of like that there's both part of Blackpool Liver Club, whatever it's called. Blackpool Combat Club.
Liverpool
Combat Fight Club, whatever they're called.
William Regal. Talk about Fight Club.
Yeah. William Regal, we talked about it last week. He is an absolute he is amazing on commentary. He called Ambrose or Moxley. Jesus, I am stuck on everybody's WWE name tonight. He's a vile little toad is one of the quotes that I remember him saying, and just like stuck out and popped me. Good stuff from Regal. I can't wait for Regal to go back to WWE. Think he goes back, man? Like him and Hunter are friends. NXT was kind of William Regal's deal. I wonder if he ever goes back, or if he's actually like having a good time in AEW right now.
Hey, everybody, I think that actually liked working for Hunter, that's an AEW you got to watch out. Like I think. I mean, and Am I hearing correctly where there's 120-day
No compete.
no compete?
Is that
Oh,
6 months?
Blackpool Combat Club, by the way,
Yeah,
TNT.
yeah,
Help
yeah.
us out.
Oh, I knew the real name. I was just being silly.
Oh,
I
okay.
knew the real name, TNT. I see you in the chat trying to correct me.
You messed me up. I totally it fell out of my memory after
we
you
haven't
was
done one
messing
of these
around there.
live shows in a while, so
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't hear that it was 120 day. We'll see with Malachi Black because he got released and
And that's where that's the post that I saw it on was that Malachi Black can't compete for 120 days. And everybody flipped the lid for the 90 that Vince did.
Yeah,
So
that's 30 more, so it's 4 months instead of 3 months, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with Malachi Black, right? So all right, moving on from AEW, we're getting a lot of hints on shows on the
Speaking of people that haven't competed in a while.
Yeah, all these programs. Are we getting Bray Wyatt back, man, or the Fiend? It's pointing that way, right?
Yes, it is. And I mean, and then is he going to be a thing with Cross and his lady?
I was going to bring that up, man.
Yeah.
I shared this in one of our chats where somebody tweeted out, "What if all the Firefly Funhouse characters came alive in WWE? Wyatt would be the leader. Huskus is Braun Strowman. Scarlet is Abby the Witch. Cross is the White Rabbit, and Dexter is Mercy the Buzzard." That fucking blew my mind. I was like,
yeah,
oh my God. Like, if that's not the plan, please make that the plan.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, somebody, because you would think that's like WWE would have somebody like scouring, social media, just looking at all the BS that's on there, right?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
And then go, well, look at this, and people would like, and then see all the likes behind it.
Yep.
Yeah, I would totally, if it wasn't part of the plan, I would totally steal it.
Absolutely.
And do it on TV.
Absolutely.
I'm all for that. Like, that would be dope.
I've always loved the Fiend. I've always loved Bray Wyatt. I hope. So there's some rumors going around that like these teases are actually Karrion Kross. And I feel like if this ends up being all Karrion Kross, man, this is a loss. This is a big L for WWE because nobody wants that. Everybody wants it to be Bray Wyatt or the Fiend or whatever version of IRS's son, Wyndham Rotunda, that you get. So
correct.
I mean, there's been a lot of teases on the guy who made his masks Instagram. At SmackDown, they've been playing different songs to kind of lead you that way. Yeah, exactly. So it's all signs seem to be pointing that way, man. I'm here for it. 100%. I'm here for it.
Yeah, hopefully it's not just Karrion. Like again, I'm completely okay with Karrion Kross being teamed with with Bray. I'm totally okay with that.
The leader though.
Right. So I mean, they've been playing it even at house shows. Like that's the thing. Like I mean, that's dope. Like you don't see a whole lot of leading up even happening at house shows, and then when the song comes on, everybody turns on their cell phone light. Like for Bray's entrance, so you can so they can plainly see this is who the people want this to be. So
absolutely,
you can go ahead and do it. I think Bray's ready now.
Absolutely,
from going from his post. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the song playing during the tease, TNT. He says thoughts on song playing during the tease. Man, I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for every piece of this.
I'm probably it's kind of a perfect song, really.
It really is.
When you think about the characters.
Yep. His original theme, like the Wyatt family theme, was so good too. Like back when I didn't really like the Fiend theme. But
when they kind of grunge rocked it a little bit.
Yeah, but that original one, man, I had that on my Spotify.
I did too.
For a while.
I still have it. Yeah. The story that I heard about that is that was a band that Bray just happened to hear it, and he convinced WWE to get the go ahead and pay the rights to have it be his theme song, and it was a perfect idea because that song is I like that song.
Yeah, absolutely. But we also got some news this week that Survivor Series, We've been saying this for years, as long as we've been doing this pod, 2 years, that we've been saying, man, they got to. I mean, we're not the only ones, obviously, but we're saying they got to change up Survivor Series, man. They got to do something. They got to change this up. They got to change up Survivor Series. And finally, Hunter says, you know what? War Games. Let's fucking do this. You're gonna have a War Games.
We've said this.
Yeah, I think one of us might have. I think it might have been you, because I still say you can still get away with doing SmackDown versus Raw, and the winner, like, you do maybe one match where it's SmackDown versus Raw guys, or even bring it back to 1990,
not the main event.
Right. But you have the survivors all bad. Like, you have a couple Survivor Series matches, then you have all the survivors battle in one last match, and the winner of that, whatever brand that guy is on, that brand gets the number one pick in the draft, and you do the draft like a week after or the next Monday night on Raw. I think that would be a great way to do it, but I like the War Games idea too, man. I've got nothing bad to say about them doing War Games here. You get a women's War Games match and you get a men's War Games match. And I think it's going to be some good stuff.
Yes. And now we are excited about Survivor Series. Like, when was the last time?
Now I'm actually pissed that I'm going to be at Disney and I can't go because it's in Boston. Like, I would be going if I wasn't going to Disney that sad. I'm leaving that day. So yeah, so I probably won't even watch it because I'll be busy down with the mouse. But
are you? Well, because there's a little bit of a flight, right?
Well, yeah, 3 hours, but we're leaving in the afternoon.
I'm about to say pay-per-views that night. Have the Peacock on the phone, and
I would, but no, it's gonna be. We're gonna be at the hotel probably by the time it starts. But that's all right. I'll find a way to follow along what's going on. But
okay,
very cool change for WWE, and Papa H is taking care of it. It's so weird that, like, Vince has all the access to, like, all these ideas. It's like he has War Games and Starrcade and all these other things that he could use. Great American Bash. And I know he's kind of tooled around with them a little bit, but he could use these way more, but he refuses to. They're good ideas, but he refuses to because he didn't create these, or his brand. Right. His brand didn't create these. So he says, fuck them. They're going in the closet and never coming out. Whereas Hunter's like, no, give me the spin the wheel, make the deal for Halloween Havoc, and give me War Games, and let's do Starrcade at house shows and stuff like that. Like, it's fucking awesome. It brings back the nostalgia and gets people interested again, I think.
How long till the scaffold match? The Skywalker match.
Hopefully when I'm dead. I don't ever want to see that again. That match was awful. That match deserves to be in the closet, locked away, and then never come out again.
Yeah,
never,
hilarious.
Never come out again.
See it falling apart while they're climbing up it. And
oh,
Jim
never
Cornette
have that.
Both his knees landing. It was great.
He pulled the Vince, tearing both his quads. We also got news that this week that Logan Paul and Roman will be going down at Crown Jewel. Some people not happy about this. Some people think it should be Seth Rollins. Some people don't think Logan Paul deserves a title shot. I want to know your take, DJ, because I got I don't want to say I have a hot take with this, but I have a very level-headed take on this.
I think, and it's probably so with you saying that, it's probably going to be on par with what I'm going to say. Crown Jewel is a big house show.
Yep.
Like, just get that in your head, and it's okay that it's a house show, because I like watching it because I actually watch it to watch the audience have such a good time.
Yeah,
they have such a good time at these shows, and I love it. So that's what this is. It's a house show where he's going to go, like, Logan Paul's going to go in there and give a good match and lose. Why have Seth Rollins go into another, quote, pay-per-view and lose another one so you guys can talk about his record?
Right.
Some more. Okay, so why? There's no reason for that. So put Logan Paul in there. Like, who else?
Big name.
And let the other parts of the roster have a good match with somebody else. And it's a house show. Relax.
Yep.
Relax.
You know okay, Roman's going to win.
Yeah, relax.
There's no way in hell that Logan Paul wins. But you can make Logan Paul look good during this match as well. And it's a big name. It's what the Saudi Prince wanted. So he's getting what he wanted.
Right.
And so you're making him happy.
Yep.
But again, it's like you're not risking damaging Drew McIntyre some more. You're not risking, like you said, Seth Rollins or AJ or one of these other guys that, it's kind of not that you're wasting the match, because you have the opportunity to have Logan Paul go in there and actually have a really good match with Roman Reigns, and maybe have some of the haters say, you know what, this guy's not so bad. He can hold himself, like everybody did with Bad Bunny and The Miz, or even Logan Paul and The Miz, because the first time we saw him, he actually did pretty decent job.
Yes, he did.
Am I here for it? I don't think, I'm not like, oh, I cannot wait to watch this.
Right.
Am I going to watch? Yeah, of course I'm going to watch, but I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I cannot wait for that Logan Paul. That's going to be a banger. It might steal it might be like a sleeper match, but it's not a match that, you're circling on the card that you cannot wait to see. So,
because
there's a lot of hate going out there about it, though. And it's like, again, we say this all the time. Like, if you hate it, what's your idea? What do you want to do? What do you think would work better?
Right. It's a show, folks. I think people are still taking way too too seriously about who's getting title shots and who has titles, and it's a written show.
This is probably another topic for another episode, but like one of the group chats I'm in, we go back and forth between AEW and WWE, and we don't really shit on either one of them, but we do say, like, our wrestling fans, not the Run-In podcast fans, but other wrestling fans, are they the worst when it comes to trying to change what's happening? It's like, I think I've said this before, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but it's like everybody's shitting on the Star Wars movies, the new ones. Right. It's like, just shut the fuck up, man. It's 2019 or 18, and we have a brand new Star Wars movie coming out. Just sit back and enjoy it. Like, wrestling is great right now. AEW is not the best product in the world. Neither is WWE. Neither one of them are perfect. That's what I should say.
They're not perfect.
But we're at a time where we're getting two very decent wrestling programs during the week. Like, let's sit back and enjoy it and not we don't have to dissect everything.
Right.
Says the two guys that have a podcast and talk about everything every week. But
because like you said, you have, because then the complaint will be like, if we go back to having one company, like, then the complaint
then there's no competition.
No competition, and we've seen this match 100 times and all of the stuff that we had, right? So it's just like, man, you're getting a fresh, whether you like them or not, like, you're getting a fresh view of other people and and another feel for it. And and it does have, you have matches that have a big fight feel and all of that. That's what that's what we are attracted to with this form of entertainment. And AEW brings, they can bring that. They brought it tonight, so and it's just too much complaining and too much people that think that they can book and because the match didn't get booked like you thought it was going to get booked while you were sitting on the toilet reading your social media, then there's a complaint. No, bro.
Yep. 100% agree. And then what'd you think of our boy Solo Sikoa losing his North American Championship? Does this set him up? This would happen on NXT, by the way. Does this set him up to win a bigger title on the main roster, or is this just like we made a mistake here, we got to fix this?
I think I'm going to go with, I don't know if he wins a big title. I don't know how long it'll take him to win a big title on the main roster, but I think it is the kind of if you think about it, they do kind of hold sacred. Okay, if you're getting for real called up to the main roster, you got to leave the titles here.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. You know what? I didn't actually even think of that, which is stupid of me. But.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm here. So that's what I think it was. I think it was like, okay, you've graduated, so now, but you got to leave the title here. So boom, just wrestling tradition. You go out on your back, you leave a title. And then so now he can go on and be with the bloodline on the main roster, because he's like, that family doesn't really need a whole lot of time in development. Like they live this stuff.
This is what they're born to do, right?
Yeah,
100%.
I think all he really had to learn was where the main camera was, and after that, and that was pretty much it. And he got that probably in 2 weeks, and he was ready probably for a long time now. So
yeah,
no problem. Like I think I get it. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
absolutely. And then that was really it, man. We said it was a really big week in wrestling, but I mean, with Grand Slam, Bray Wyatt coming back, it's we're getting there. The road to the Royal Rumble.
No, they got us stuff. Yeah, no, I like how we are excited for future shows here. Like that's probably why we were thinking it was a big deal this week. Like, think about it. Like the shows that we're thinking about, we're excited for. We want to see them.
I was excited this week. Like War Games. I was actually excited to watch the Grand Slam, man. I actually can't wait to listen to Kenny's podcast and see like his like live reaction from it and everything. So,
right.
Yeah, it was a good week of wrestling, man. A very good week of wrestling, and we'll talk about the winners and losers of the week of wrestling here in just a second. Support for the Run-In Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. We've got 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code RUN20 at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, it's about 12 million balls. We've all been there, getting ready for a little date night action. You're shaving your face and you look down and you say, oh, I got to take care of business below the equator. And then you say to yourself, man, I'm going to put this thing that was just on my balls on my face. Or you nick yourself because it's made for your face and not your balls. And then you got issues all night long. Well, Manscaped sent us the Performance Package 4.0, and it is a game changer. Let me tell you, inside this package, you're going to get their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold all your goodies. First, let's talk about the Lawnmower 4.0. This trimmer is the future of grooming, and dare I say, the greatest ball trimmer ever. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. Thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, Lawnmower 4.0 is also waterproof and has a 4000K LED spotlight. You need a more precise shave. Because the trimmer is waterproof, you can say goodbye to the mess on the bathroom floor, which I know your lady will appreciate. You thought that was good, but we want to take your grooming even further to the next level. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. The Weed Whacker is also waterproof, provides proprietary skin-safe technology which helps reduce nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate nose holes. I used this yesterday, and man, I was expecting to have a little tug. Smooth as my balls. Their Crop Preserver ball deodorant and Crop Reviver ball toner will change the way you approach your hygiene routine. Trust me when I say this, fellas. Your balls will look up at you and say, thanks, man. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0. The Manscaped Boxers, so comfortable, rocking them right now. And the Shed Travel Bag, which is actually the nicest toiletry bag, travel bag that I've ever seen in my life. Bring your comfort and boxers to another level. It's time to take care of yourself. Go to manscaped.com, get 20% off and free shipping with the code RUN20. That's right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code RUN20 at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping with RUN20 at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. It's the right tools for your family jewels, guys. Manscaped. And coincidentally, I was getting hot while we were recording. I did not do this on purpose, but I'm rocking my Manscaped t-shirt. Woo woo. So get Manscaped 20% off by using the code RUN20 at manscaped.com. Christmas is coming. grab your dad or your old man, your stepdad, your brother, grab them the nose hair trimmer. 100% worth it. My wife actually stole it from me the other day, and she used it, and she was like, "This thing's amazing. It doesn't pull on your hairs." I also actually I graduated from just my balls to I started shaving my arms again, which I haven't done in a few years because COVID and stuff.
Interesting.
And I shaved my arms because of my tattoos. You can see them better when my arms are shaved. So it's great for that. I can't praise Manscaped enough, man, guys. I've said it before on this pod. I'll say it 100 more times. I've heard the ads from other podcasts, and I was like, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. And then they reached out to us. We set up a deal. They sent us everything. I cannot believe I lived so long without Manscaped.
Man, no, I'm telling you, the presentation when you get the package all the way through using it, I guarantee satisfaction guaranteed right there.
It's amazing. And Manscaped is the new sponsor of our brand new segment. We actually got 2 new segments now. I just got a text about Manscaped, actually, not even lying while we were doing this. So
that's hilarious. They're like, what are you guys doing?
Responding. Yeah. No, somebody asking me about it. Anyway, winners and losers of the week. This is powered by Manscaped. Every week, me and DJ each pick a winner and a loser. We never pick the same ones, which is tough. But and then we just shout them out to you guys. We give a quick reason why they're the winner and why they're the loser. And yeah, I'm going to kick things off here. My winner is Logan Paul. Been in the company, 2 months officially, and he's main eventing a pay-per-view. Yes, it's the crown jewel, and yes, it's a glorified house show like we talked about, but Logan Paul is in the main event taking on Roman Reigns for the world title at a pay-per-view. How do you not pick him as the winner? Although, DJ, you did pick a good one.
Yeah, no, I think he's gonna do a good job. However you feel about Logan Paul, the guy is I think he is a legitimate athlete. I'm not sure about it'll be a whole nother show if we talk about boxing, but but he is an athlete. He did a great job in these he knows how to do this form of entertainment as well.
Yep.
So I gotta give it up to him. I think it's actually gonna be a pretty good match.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. And my loser, unfortunately, is Solo Sikoa because he had literally a cup of coffee with the North American title, and then they took it off of him.
Just for now.
Yeah, and I wrote that a little bit earlier, so I'm going to pick another one. I think Bryan Danielson is also a loser of the week because I feel like he should have won that title match.
Yeah.
So I've got 2. I'm cheating. But who you got?
So my winner is the Acclaimed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big ups to them. I'm very happy about that outcome. Hopefully I want them to hold on to it for a little while. I'd like to see them let them come up with some raps about defending their titles against whoever.
Yep, absolutely.
Loser, I got this from MJF is not the loser, but the interview that he was just doing where he was talking about wrestlers and wrestling fans that they say, oh, I don't watch company X.
Yeah.
But they're calling themselves wrestling fans, and this guy's supposed to be a professional wrestler. He's like, you're foolish to do that. And I'm going to agree with it. I think the wrestling fan or wrestler that does not watch a variety of wrestling, I think I'm going loser.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved that clip and put it on our Instagram. You guys can see it. It's in our reels. I'm not sure the show that he was on when he said all that, but I thought it was a great point by MJF. And a lot of people agreed because it's getting a lot of views out there on the old Instagram's world. Our other new feature that we don't have a sponsor for yet, if you'd like to sponsor, reach out, is buy or sell. It is a segment where we're going to take a rumor and me and DJ are each going to pick one. rumor that's going around this week in the world of wrestling, and we'll tell you if we're buying it or selling it. I got my first one is Elias coming back as Elias and not Ezekiel. I think 100% you're buying that. I'm buying that because he's been off TV for a while. I feel like Hunter, yeah, he's growing out that beard. I feel like as much as I liked the Ezekiel character and like I like that they like what they did with it and everything, I feel like this is something that Vince just wanted and just like thought like, oh, it's good shit, pal. And Hunter, this was on Hunter's list of like, when I'm in charge, this is what I'm fucking changing this right away.
Right. I'm not mad at Hunter either. Like, I'm sure, like, just like anybody that's the second or, you know, you're somewhere near the decision making in your form of work, and everybody has that in the back of their mind. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do that different, and I'm gonna do that different when I get there. So, and then he's doing it. Like, he's not just being passive aggressive about it. He's like, no, I wanted to change this, and I'm changing it. So, and here we are.
Yep,
I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Yeah.
No, he's like you said. I think he's getting the character back together. You know, you know, they might. Let's see if they can find somebody that can probably be Ezekiel, though. Like I kind of want I still want the Ezekiel character. You know, so I want them to find somebody to be Ezekiel. Anything close, I'll take it. Like I want this, and
that would be hysterical. I didn't even think of that. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, anything close, I'll take it. I'll suspend my disbelief, and yep, that's like, let's go with it.
What do you got for buy sell?
Man, you know, TNT is graded. Like, he's like, I think you ought to pay that Patreon tier where you get to be yeah, he got it. Like, that was my buy or sell. We buying or selling that with Triple H saying that we're not in the need for blood.
Yeah, and TN6X in the chat says thoughts on Hunter, no blood. Wow, nice job there, you two. Y'all cute. Get a room. No.
He did compliment my laugh earlier.
He did. What do you think? Do you think are you buying this or selling it?
Well, the way I've always thought it should go is if something for real happened in them, like you know, somebody just kind of threw you hit the post and you kind of mistimed it and you did get a cut. Yeah, go ahead and like, you know, over exaggerate a little bit and let it come out, but not like this, you know, John Moxley every match, you know, the guy threw a few punches and then he rolls out to the to the outside and blades himself. Like, that's not necessary. Like, it's not necessary for just a regular singles match.
All right.
Yeah, or it's a hardcore match. Like, if we're you know, doing no rules hardcore kind of match. Cage match. Mm-hmm.
Right, they're gonna do Extreme Rules with no blood.
Right. So, other than that, no, not for just some kind of regular singles match that's a slugfest. I still don't need it to just be blood just for the sake.
So you're buying or selling that there's going to be no more blood going forward?
I'm going to buy that there will be no more.
I think you have to say scripted blood. Yeah, bladed blood. Because you can't help it. Like Britt Baker had blood like on her face
tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say she had blood on her face tonight, but I don't think it was a blade job. I think she you'll see what happened on AEW Botches on Instagram tomorrow morning.
In the face,
yeah.
Or it's probably up there now. Acknowledge me, and then they're probably showing it as we speak.
But you can't do anything about that. So I think you got to say buy or sell scripted blood going forward.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna buy that for at least for WWE.
I'm gonna sell it. I think Hunter says that now, and then I think he will think maybe during like Extreme Rules or Hell in a Cell or something like that. He's like, you know what, this match needs it. He understands the business. Not that Vince doesn't, but he's gonna say something like, you know, this match is gonna need the blood. So Charlotte, can you blade for me, or Seth Rollins, can you blade for me? Like, I think that's when it's gonna come into play. I don't think we'll see it, obviously, like you said, as much as we do in AEW.
And I guess let me clarify, like not for like just the like not for just the regular singles match. I don't think we're gonna see it, but something like that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, that's it for In the Ring. Pretty good stuff. I hope you we're kind of trying to streamline things, like put everything into one section instead of like breaking it down with like news and what happened weekly. And I like doing the winners and losers. I like the buy sell. And we'll move things over into the Walk That Toy Aisle segment, guys. Walk That Toy Aisle is brought to you by, you guys heard us talk about them already a little bit, is Wrestling Collector Shop, one of my favorite websites on the internet. And not just because we're friends with them. It's because you can literally still get great stuff on their website, or you can get great stuff on their website. It's wrestlingcollectorshop.com. You guys can use code RUN10 to save 10%. Or if you spend over $50, you guys can use the code RUNIN and get free shipping. This week, I don't have any new updates from them. I emailed them earlier, and I have not heard back yet. I emailed them kind of late. It's my fault. But I do know that Elite 96 is shipping. Elite 97 should be shipping very, very soon. The Greatest Hits line is shipping, and I believe that the Ultimate Edition, Brock and Ultimate Warrior, that is Ultimate Edition 15, should be shipping soon as well. So get in on those pre-orders there now, guys. Again, it's RUN10. Save yourself 10%. Or get free shipping if you use the code RUNIN and spend over $50. So I teased this in the beginning. I talked about some news from Figure Collections and Chella. Figure Collections is working on an app. It is very close to being completed, and this app is going to change the game. You can put your collection into the app, which I think is very cool. Me and DJ are actually going to get a little demo of it between now and next week. And we'll report back on it all next week on what we think about the app. We'll build our collections in there. We'll check out everything that's going on in there, and we'll let you know how we like it. DJ didn't even know that until right now.
Yeah, I just learned that. I'm trying to contain myself here, just kind of listening to the details, and I'm like, wait, what? Now I'm like trying to think of, wait, am I going to be able to like to list all the stuff that I have?
Yep, you're gonna.
I mean, yours going to be a little bit easier because And then I might have to put making fun of us right now.
I might have to put some of my old stuff in there just to say I have it. So
hey, why not?
But yeah, so definitely check that out. We also got some news from Figure Collections. We mentioned earlier in the show that Luna Vachon is going to you can pre-order on October 1st. And then Sonny Ono, Bone Crushing Wrestler, will be the pre-order for that is going to be October 15th. And let's see here. I'm just looking real quick to see what else he sent over to me. He's talking shit.
I love it.
Let's see here. Oh, the new Luna molds are being developed, and 2 other unannounced retros are pretty far along in development. So stay tuned for the information on Chella and Figure Collections. Power Town figures went on sale this week. That is the line like Greg Gagne. I keep wanting to say Ted DiBiase, but he's not in there anymore. Bruiser Brody.
Right.
Who else is in there? Kerry Von Erich. Stan Hansen. Those went on sale this week. DJ, did you end up grabbing them?
I did not. Like, I did end up seeing the actual figure, and it I'll just say the computer rendering is pretty accurate. And I didn't like the way I'm like, no, I think Mattel did it better and for relatively less money.
Yeah.
if you got it in retail, it was less money.
I haven't seen anything that made me want to snag them. I do, as a businessman, I I understand that
Mhm.
reason why Kerry Von Erich and Bruiser Brody are in different bundles.
Sure.
Like I think Nick Thompson said this. I think he said, "Hey, the two I wanted, of course, are in different bundles," and
Right.
that's smart. That's like going to Costco. You buy the variety pack, and they put the shitty flavor in with like whatever variety pack you're buying. Like,
Right.
you know,
The
the
plain
thing of
oat
Lay's
that plain
chips.
oatmeal is always gonna be in that variety pack.
Right, exactly. So I saw a lot of people like posting in different Facebook groups that they ordered and stuff. A few people ordering just individuals. Few people ordering the bundles. I'm curious, where did you see an actual picture of the figure? Because everything I've seen is still the computer generated, not
I
prototype, but like
believe
the.
on the Power Town Instagram, I thought I saw.
I don't think those. So I think those are still all.
Okay, but I
All.
did. I saw it. It was not. It wasn't a rendering, and
Hmm,
it
I'll have
looked
to look for that.
exact. Like it was almost exactly like the. But they look stiff to me. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then it's just $50, man. Like you gotta give me something
yeah,
for me to buy a $50 figure.
yeah. I'm not. I have zero FOMO about that. I was texting with a buddy, and I said, we were going back and forth about him, and he kind of said, he goes, I hope when they like ship and when people actually start getting them, that they look like shit, so that I don't get FOMO. Which I agree. I mean, there's nobody on that roster where I'm like, oh, I fucking need a Kerry Von Erich, or I need a Stan Hansen. Like, I don't Luthez. I don't need any of those guys. So
Mhm.
I hope they succeed, just because, like we've talked about before, competition is good, but we'll see what
Competition.
happens.
And then
People are
maybe
starting to get. Oh,
other guys will come out. Like, so maybe, this is just the first line, right? So,
right.
maybe they'll start finding some more guys that they can make and and then
They said
create some
they've got
kind
a
of a
bunch of
FOMO.
people under
Oh, see.
contract, so we'll
See?
have to
So
see who's coming. I think they have the Rougeos under contract. I think they have the Pafos. So we'll have to see what happens there. People are getting their shipping notifications for their new generation Macho Man. I got a notification for one of them. I have not gotten the notification for the other one yet. It should be here, I think, by the end of the week. So I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not like I'm gonna like in my mind. I'm not 100% like I'm gonna keep that. I'm kind of like I don't necessarily need this version of Macho Man. I don't know. I'm very torn, but I keep saying I got to see it in person first. Like once I have it in hand, my tune might change, but
right.
we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I have not been notified yet. But I'm sure, any day
Yeah.
as they just kind of go down the line.
Yep. What else we got here for some wrestling news? October 2nd allegedly is the date that Macho Man, the NWO Macho Man, will be shipping from Target and the latest Legends wave. That's what a lot of people are getting. But again, it's Target. And just like with Target and Walmart, you never know. You might see them in stores first. So,
Yep. We got a question on the Macho showing up in the discount stores.
Love it. We talked about it last week, TNT. He says thoughts on UE Macho Man showing up in the discount store. He's not the only one watching, by the way. He's just the only one leaving comments. But we have several people watching. But it's crazy. I think it's just the time that we're in. I don't know. They're still going to show up at Target. Our friend Dan Christensen found one at Target. And I've seen a few other people in different Facebook groups have snagged them at Target. So it's just one of those weird things, man, where you're like,
yeah,
I'm sure there's still cases and cases of Harley races out there that are going to end up at a Big Lots one of these days.
Right. No, it's crazy because even looking at the pricing, that tells me that you're dealing with a staff of people that have no idea what these are.
Yeah.
So $18, and they're like, please buy these, hurry, kind of
right.
thing.
And
it's just
people are probably going in buying them all. So
right.
I forget who posted it, but somebody posted a picture the other day of like it looked like 50 or 60 on the shelves. In one of those bargain stores. We don't have them here. So Mike Lanham hooked us up. If you're in the Fig Cave group, you probably got hooked up by Mike Lanham, hooking everybody up with those and not making much money for himself. for those because
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, he is. He's just a nice guy. He is a very nice guy, and decided to not make a ton of money off of him. Speaking of showing up in our stores, Cody, the new Cody Supreme is hitting Walmart's. It's also on Amazon. It's $41.99 on Amazon. Too rich
that's
for
a
my blood.
Figure.
I would say that. Yeah, I would say that that's a $40 figure because essentially you're getting 2 sets of legs. You're getting all the accessories and stuff like that. But that is a lot of money for I was actually in Target tonight, and there was a guy who wanted the Hulk Hogan and the Mr. T Ultimate, an older, like a guy our age or your age, a little bit older. And he was literally talking with his woman and was just like $32. $32. And she's like, yeah, Mr. T's the same price. And I think we're getting to that point where it's like, how bad do you want these? I think the collectors are going to be hip to the game of waiting until they go on clearance. I almost told him, like, hey, if you wait a little bit, that's going to go on clearance.
Especially how many there are.
Right. Because, and the Hulk Hogan's have been going on clearance. So I did not mention that to him. I feel like an asshole now, but it was just funny to hear, like, a grown ass man who probably has disposable income. It's like, man, $32. So I don't know how $42 is going to work, but we'll have to wait and see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Cody's the only one. I don't think Omega is showing up on any of the websites or anything like that yet. And then Zombie Sailor, he showed off the Smart Mark Sterling prototype, and he also teased Hawk on his stories. I think this is going to be weird. If nothing has changed, I'm pretty sure Zombie Sailor has signed Hawk a while ago, and Chella signed Animal. So I think we're gonna have 2 different figures here, or from 2 different lines. I don't think Zombie has both the Road Warriors, but I could be wrong on that. I feel like I remember hearing that one had one and the other had the other. So Zombie Sailor, yeah, right. Zombie Sailor also, his heels and faces are coming to Pro Wrestling Tees. We talked about that last week. You can pre-order for 2 weeks only. It starts Friday, September 23rd at 1 p.m. and ends Friday, October 7th at 12 midnight Eastern. It's Sabu, Dino Bravo, Earl Hebner, Matt Cardona, and Brian Myers. So if you didn't get those during the first wave, you can get them now through Pro Wrestling Tees. They're $39.99 plus shipping. Some people are pretty upset about that, but it's overstock. It's extras that they had. It always happened. Mike Lanham. The word is fucking sweetheart. You are a fucking sweetheart, Mike Lanham. You really are. Some Star Wars Black Series news. The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Tano, and Grogu toys, 6-inch scales are available now. It's a 3-pack from the Mandalorian, available on Hasbro Pulse. There is a Target exclusive Black Adam Throne figure from McFarlane. Did you see that, DJ?
I did. When I find one, I will get it.
Are you getting all the Black Adam figures?
I definitely like the Hawk. I think Hawkman looks pretty cool.
Okay.
So probably any version of Black Adam himself, yes. Then that and the Hawkman. So far from what I've seen.
All right. And then starting lineup. I know a few of us are pretty excited about this. Starting lineup figures will be back starting tomorrow, actually, if you're listening to this on Wednesday. Yeah. Thursday, September 22nd. They're starting with the NBA. I've seen Steph Curry. Who's I cannot think of his name now. The guy from the Mavericks. Why can I not think of his name?
Oh man, you just messed me up. Let's see. So
all right. Somebody in the chat, throw it out there.
Yep.
But those go on pre-order. You can pre-order them on Hasbro Pulse tomorrow, or Thursday, the 22nd, and you can pre-order them at Fanatics. Luka Djokovic. Thank you.
Yep. That's it.
Dan Christensen texting me, not using the chat, but that's all right. At least he's listening. And they go up for pre-order tomorrow. Hasbro Pulse and Fanatics.com.
Right.
I was trying to mute myself so that cough didn't go over the air. Sorry, guys. Then we also got Ghost Rider Haslab. This
That looks,
looks
man,
badass, dude. This is $350. It comes with the car. I
Yep.
don't know how many of you guys have seen this. It
Everything
comes with the
flaming.
car. Everything is on fire or can be on fire, including the figure. $350. Hopefully my wife's asleep. If I was still in the Marvel Legends game, I would seriously consider this. I'm not even a huge Ghost Rider fan, but just the way this thing looks, man, I highly recommend you guys go look it up.
Great job.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
If you're a Ghost Rider fan, this is I don't think you have a choice. If you're a Ghost Rider fan, you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
put it that way.
Yeah, the best. The only thing that would make it better is if it was Nicolas Cage himself.
That's hilarious. So you'll be like the movie with Nicolas Cage playing himself and the rich guy that has him come over.
Yep, absolutely. And then McDonald's. This is very exciting news for my nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's is bringing back the Happy Meal Halloween buckets.
I think I might just have to get one of these.
Dude, my kid gets Happy Meals all the time. He's getting one. I'm stealing that thing. I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I'm going to put something in it. He's not going to use it for Halloween. He uses a pillowcase because Halloween, I've said
he's smart. Yeah.
You're right. Halloween here is like a movie. Like we go one street over and it's like millions. It's like the whole town and some of the surrounding towns on the road, just walking, full-size candy bars. It's amazing. It's the best night of the year. It's my favorite night of the year. Truly.
It is. No, it is. It's very fun.
So I'm going to grab one of these. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my wife use it like as a decoration. I don't know.
I'm doing something, putting change in, or maybe like your extra parts when you buy a Ultimate or
or Elite or all your extra accessories for your Manscaped stuff, something like that.
Yep.
But that's very cool. I love that you're doing that. Put my gummies in it, my edibles maybe.
Hey.
So one of my kids' friends is over and he opens it and ends up being all bad news.
Turn the game on and put the pumpkin right on the top of the table.
Time for weekly purchases, my man. I'm gonna let you go first here.
All right. So sometimes my trips to Walmart turn out pretty well. So this one did. So I mean, so we got Warrior here, Superstars. As I've said on this show, so far I'm gonna try to complete this. Like it's one of the one series that I'm gonna, or one model of figure I'm gonna try to complete. Also, I just came in yesterday.
Oh, brand new iPhone?
Yeah, it's the Pro Max. It's the first 14? Time I've gotten the what's that?
Is it the 14 or the new one?
14.
Nice.
It's the deep purple. It's the first time I've gotten the bigger one, the Max.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I've gone Max,
me, but yeah.
I've gone Max since they started. I will never go back. Once you go Max, you never go back.
I think you might be right. I'm like, man, this is like the display and everything, So I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back to the smaller phone. I will
wait till you watch porn on it.
What you'll find out from Tommy is that I was a very good tag team partner here. Go ahead.
That's right. I got my Macho from Mike Lanham, my NWO Macho.
Yep.
From Mike Lanham. I got my Hulk Hogan Elite 96 from Wrestling Collector Shop. I kind of have my mashup here. If you're watching the stream here or watching the video on Patreon, I mashed him up. I took his bandana from this one. I actually took this. I think this scan and this color of his skin is better than the Ultimate. Okay. So I have the Survivor Series shirt, Forbidden Figurines belt, and the Hulk Rules bandana from this from this set. And it's just, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but
Yep.
look at that. Look at that. That's
Yep.
terrifying. Look at that. It's amazing. Look at that camera.
That's like 3-4 lines of Coke and
yeah. So I'm pretty happy.
What you gonna do?
I have my definitive Hulk Hogan now, I think. And I got him obviously with that pose going down. And then as DJ mentioned, he hooked me up. I got the Undertaker Superstars figure and the Ultimate.
See, there was one, like, I knew those were pretty much the only two you wanted from that series. There was only one Undertaker, and you were the first person
What?
that I
Dude,
thought
you
about.
shouldn't
Like,
have done that.
Yeah, I'll find another one.
All right. Very nice.
Part
of
of fun.
Thank you,
I'll
DJ.
find another one. Yep.
And I think that's everything that I got this week. So, yeah, I'm still not back, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh yeah, Dan Christensen actually. He messaged me the other day. He said his comment, if you're not watching, says Tom knows my Walmart had 100 Undertakers. He sent me a message the other day saying that he found the Undertaker, and I passed because you got it for me. I didn't know. I didn't know that you passed on your own Undertaker. So, but TNT told us he's got a complete set of BST, AX, and Kiss figures.
Hey.
Not sure what those are. But
I know those are like highly detailed figures of Kiss, and there's a lot, and they got quite a few versions of, like, poses and everything of the group. So that's an extensive collection to have a
all right,
complete
cool
set.
man. Cool, man. All right, guys, it's time to walk that, or we just walked that toy out. Idiot. It's time for Falls Count Anywhere. Falls Count Anywhere is a part of the show where we talk about whatever the hell we want, besides wrestling, besides action figures.
Right.
We just shoot the shit. A lot of NFL talk recently. Dude, this week in fantasy, I'm in 5 leagues. I went 1-4, including being beat by Phil, as the whole Fig Cave saw. Yeah, I went 1-4. It was a bad week, dude. It's been a weird year so far for fantasy. Me and Phil were talking about this the other night, where it's like you used to want running backs, and it seems like wide receivers are getting all the points so far this year, and running backs ain't doing shit. I have in my leagues, I have Jonathan Taylor in 2 of them. I have Delvin Cook. I have Derrick Henry, and they have not gotten me shit for points. It's wild.
Those particular running backs, yes, for whatever reason. Like, I remember getting made like, I have Pollard in all of my teams, and you know how Yahoo gives you the grade, and I got made fun of by all of my Yahoo grades for picking Pollard when I did. And here he is. He has more points than Ezekiel does. So I'm like, I know what I'm doing.
By the way, I did forget to mention that Falls Count Anywhere is brought to you by Homage. You guys can pay homage by going to runinpod.com and clicking on deals. Use our affiliate link. That helps us out the most. And they've got some great new stuff that I didn't even know was like on their website recently. They have like all new team like sections. Like, so if you go to the NFL section and then you click on Patriots, there's all kinds of new Patriot shirts that I didn't even know existed. And some of them, man, are absolute fire. We talked about the Blitz shirts that they came out with. Right now, right this second, for the next 40 minutes, you guys can get 20% off Pop Culture, WWE, and more shirts. So hit up runinpod.com right now. If you're on the live stream, hit deals and just use our link right there, and grab yourself some new goods, some new shirts. Sorry, totally forgot to mention that in the beginning. And as we mentioned before, it is getting to be fall, and some of their go-tos, their hoodies and stuff. I had a Patriots homage hoodie on earlier today, and I didn't do that because we were recording. I did that because I had to go to my kids' hockey practice, and the rinks are cold, man. So definitely hit up Homage and keep paying attention to their sales and stuff like that. Just before you buy, hit our link and use our link. Oh, and you guys can save 15% on your first order if you use the code RUNINPOD. I knew we had a code. Anywho,
We got a code for everything.
We got a code for everything, man. Yeah, fantasy, man, is just kicking my ass this year. And I was like, yeah, man, this is gonna be a good year for me. I was happy with all my teams at first, except for one. And then it just, man, it has. I mean, I know it's only week 2, so I'm trying not to panic. But it's still just like, time. Man, what the fuck? Let's go. Come on.
Only the Fig Cave League am I losing. That's the only games I've lost so far. And that's because like that draft was freaking crazy. And the way that the league is set, like there's only one guy on the, put it this way, folks, we have one person on the bench and everybody else plays.
Yep.
Right.
And it's 2 of each. It's 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and then 4 flex. I actually like that league, the way that league is a lot. Me and my buddies have talked about doing something like that where like, because the worst thing about fantasy is when you're playing somebody and then you sit them and they end up like, how many people started Tua this week and he ended up with like 60 points? Like not everybody's playing him every week, but it's just like, man, it's a fun way to play. It's a very different way to play. I like it. I like it a lot.
Like, see, and then Mike's in the chat.
Is he talking
waving
shit?
His arms around?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I beat that ass. It's all right. It felt good.
Well, I mean, it was partially your quarterback's fault. I lost that damn game. So,
how are you feeling after the Raiders game this week, DJ?
It's like they're always so close. Like it's just the call of being a Raider fan. Like they're close, and then something crazy happens. Like something crazy always has to happen. You can even go back to when John Madden was the coach, right? Like something crazy has to happen, and whether it falls our way or not is, you just have to hold on and see what happens. I'm glad they got an offensive lineman this week because the offensive line is not good. Every time Carr went to throw the ball, especially anything past a 5-step drop, there was somebody in his lap every time he threw. Look at this. And then the crazy thing is starting Derek Carr. Derek Carr is like, what is he? 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Come on, bro. Also the defense did not give him a whole lot of touches in the second half. They basically the Cardinals were on the field for almost all of the second half. So but at least we didn't give up a lead to the Jets.
True. I'm gonna buy you this shirt, DJ. Can you see it? It's on Homage's website right now.
I'll wear, and I would wear that shirt.
Snowball, baby. Patriots versus
I would
Raiders.
Totally wear that shirt in the game that was snatched from us for no reason at all. And the beginning of Tom Brady getting every single call to help him. See, that's why you like him, because he's like Ric Flair. Like
dirtiest player in the game.
Right out the clutches of losing, the referee does something and he ends up winning some kind of way.
Patriots didn't look great, but they got the job done against the Steelers, man. So I'll take it. I'll take it. That was a game where I didn't know how it was going to go, and
wasn't looking good at the start of that one either. And
right,
something happened. Like the Steelers just kind of,
feeling pretty good against them going
some
against
good
the Ravens
damn games,
this week, though.
Some good damn game. Like I have to say that I was thoroughly entertained all of Sunday.
Yeah, some good stuff all week long. I did get home and watch some football in between my kid's game and my game. So I'm happy. This Sunday should be more of the same. Actually, I should be able to watch some good amount of football this week. So very excited about that.
Good old red zone.
We're both 2-0 right now, DJ. We both keep picking the winners of the Sunday night game. This week it could be a little bit different. We got San Fran versus Denver. This is a very hard game to pick. Jimmy Garoppolo and Russell Wilson. Since it's a hard game to pick, man, I'm going to let you go first. You're closer to both those teams.
Right. That's hilarious. Let's see. So you got San Francisco, now Jimmy G is in the driver's seat for the
Yep.
rest of the season. For the rest of the season, because we had 49ers had a significant injury to Trey Lance, but I don't think they were doing that well with Trey Lance though. I kind of wonder about his career, like for real, like
Yep.
because now because I feel like Jimmy's about to come in here. They're going to go to the playoffs again and play better, and they're going to say, "Why are we putting this guy in?"
Yep.
Denver.
Although he did go 4 for 4 right out of the gate the other day, but I think that's because the defense obviously didn't know like how to handle him.
Right.
Jimmy
No,
G,
it takes it takes you a minute to go, oh, wait, this is the other guy. We don't have to really guard for, we don't need a spy to watch him, to be afraid of him running, basically. So go back into that short pass defense. So, and then Denver, I'm going to be honest, like, I haven't really been Denver hasn't really shown me a whole lot, to be honest. And I think it, this is, how like those star quarterbacks like in history that have been with a team for a long time and then they go to another team and it's not quite the same.
Yep.
So I it's like this is another version of it. Like he's, I don't know if he can do the same things he was doing in Seattle.
No, he doesn't have the receivers, I don't think.
Or the defense. Like the
Right,
defense is okay. Yep. Like, yeah, they don't suck now, but they're not as good as Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
So, we got Wilson's the new McNabb here. So probably when McNabb went to went to WTF. That's what I'm calling Washington from now on. So
I like that.
Just to let you get. So so yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta go with the Niners. Like, 'cause I think they're basically back to like with Jimmy G as the quarterback. Like they're basically back to where they were last year, which is a playoff team. So
true. I'm also gonna go the 49ers, which doesn't help our cause here. Both 2-0, and if we lose, it doesn't really matter. So that's all right. It's still early on in the season. The only other thing I had for Falls Count Anywhere is just that Ted Lasso. I don't watch that show. I don't know if you guys have heard. I don't watch that show. He's going to be, him and his soccer team are going to be in FIFA, which I think is pretty cool.
Either.
Nope, I don't like Snickers. They're going to be in FIFA, and I think that's cool. I like when they do these little crossover things.
Yes, especially like so you're, I'm glad you put this in here, even though you're kind of missing the hype of the character. I mean, the show's only won 2 Emmys now, but hey. So, but I
don't have Apple TV.
You gotta. But anyway, it ain't that much, dog. But
no, I know it's free if you have a PlayStation. I just haven't set it up.
So anywho, Ted Lasso is a brilliant show, and having him on, like, I'm a FIFA fan. I'm somebody that plays a lot of FIFA, so he would definitely be on my, like, whatever I need to do, he will be on my sideline.
Nice. No, I think it's cool, man. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the show yet, but I do think it's a very cool idea to have these crossovers. I would love if NHL did like a crossover with, like, they would never do this because this show is a very adult show, but I would love if they did a Letterkenny crossover. I think that would be fantastic. But Mike Lanham says that free window is closing soon. I better hurry up. Mike, you send me the link again. Can you just text it to me though, not send it to the group chat so I have it. And it doesn't get lost. But yeah, man, I would love for like some kind of NHL crossover like that. So we will see.
Oh yeah, no, I would like that too.
Now that they're doing this, you might get some more. But all right,
Gordon Bombay, yeah, there you go.
He'd get canceled. All right, what you watching this week, DJ?
I'm gonna stay on the course, man. I gotta stay. Like, there was just another episode of the Lakers docuseries on Hulu. I'll go back to She-Hulk. The the Game of Thrones spinoff. I did see the Women King in theater. And I'm gonna say, like, I don't think this movie is getting enough push. Like, I'm not seeing the push that I think this movie should be getting. If you got the time, I suggest it. I'll put it that way. It's not what you think. Like, I think, like, I don't think the trailer does it much. It doesn't give it the story that you think that it really happens in the movie. So, and I've been doing the, like, whenever Untold comes on on Netflix, whatever it is, I just watch it, because now cause they just hit every time, and like, even if you don't think you're going to be interested in the subject, they still get you drawn in some kind of way. Just just great producing, I think.
There's a new one on this week. I forget what it was about, but I was like, I should watch this anyway, and I didn't. But I'm gonna go back. I was flipping through Netflix, like, just put something on while like in the background while I was working or whatever, and I saw it and I was like, I'm probably gonna watch that later. But I haven't really watched much this week. My kid did watch Undertaker on Unspeakable. Unspeakable is like a YouTube annoying little fucker. He's rich for no reason. He screams all the time and just wastes money, and I fucking hate him. But he had the Undertaker on the show. Undertaker's daughter is a fan, and they played hide and seek with the Undertaker. So I did watch that with my kid. And that was like that. Yeah, it was all right. It was like an 8-minute video.
Right.
But Undertaker was like, I'm gonna kill these guys, and I'm like, oh my god, please do it.
Choke slam him.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really watch much.
I would watch that. He's yelling and Undertaker.
Yeah. I didn't watch much out of the norm this week. My Seinfeld reruns, my Cheers reruns. Those are my go-tos. But I haven't really watched anything else, man.
Yeah,
baseball
it's like comfort TV, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. How about you got Judge out here trying to break records?
Yeah, as a Red Sox fan, I actually hope he does it. I don't.
Fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a baseball fan. I'm obviously a Red Sox fan too, but like, I love when this shit happens. Like, I remember where I was when McGuire broke the record. I remember watching it in my parents' basement and stuff like that. I love when records get broken. I actually have not talked to my kid about it much, and I should, because he's such a baseball fan. So I got to bring it up to him tomorrow. Let him know what's going on.
I'm rooting for Pujols as well.
Yep. Baseball, man, winding down. It's going to be interesting here at the end of the season and then into the playoffs. I love playoff baseball. I love when it's on like in the middle of the day, and I probably should sign up for Apple TV just for that, because a lot of the games
they show
Apple
the games
TV lately.
Right.
So but all right, guys, time for the rundown, and time to wrap things up here. First of all, thanks to everybody who watched on YouTube, Twitch, and in the Fig Cave Facebook group. We appreciate it. Always fun to do these live shows. We do have to do some more stuff on Twitch out there, and maybe get some more followers and things like that. But thanks to everybody who watched, commented, all that stuff. Don't forget to check out the Fig Cave podcast with Phil Gentile and Nick Thompson. They just put out a new episode the other day. Very good episode, very entertaining. Always check out Kenny's the conversations with Kenny, or to call up, whatever he's calling himself that week, and enjoy the show. Enjoy his shows. His shows are always entertaining. He had trivia Monday night. I need to jump on to one of his trivias. Just as always, while I'm hosting trivia in a restaurant. So we got Gorilla Brain podcast. That is our boy Alan Day, who's done some artwork for us and just a good brother overall. Make sure you check them out. Wrestling Collector Shop, Homage. Get those Manscaped. Take care of your balls. Barrios Toys, and of course, you guys can follow. Yeah, that's right. They do have Penta coming. I was going to mention that they're coming for round number 2. You go into that one too, Deej?
I'm not going to do it this time. Like, I have everybody signed. I got the Lucha Brothers. I got, so I'm waiting for somebody I don't have signed, and then
dude, I feel like that's happening a lot. Like, all these meet and greets lately, I feel like are the same people over and over again. I need some new blood. Marty Jannetty is actually going to be in town Saturday, I think. I might try to swing through to that, but I don't really have anything for him to sign. Kind of over like the 8x10 thing. I kind of want like figures and stuff signed now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, figures are more fun.
Maybe a piece of glass. Have him sign a piece of glass because he went through a piece of glass. Anyway, that's at Zombie Hideout in Springfield, Massachusetts.
I thought you were meaning like a pipe, and I was like,
"Oh no, no, because he went through the barbershop window."
Gotcha.
But man, runinpod.com. That's where you guys can find all our discount codes, and of course, make sure you hit up merch.runinpod.com. Grab yourself a t-shirt, hoodie, some drinkware. YouTube.com/the Run In Podcast, Twitch.tv/the Run In Podcast. Twitter is at Run In Podcast, and Instagram is at the Run In Pod. Your turn, Deej.
You got my stuff with Twitter and Instagram, and now that it looks like we got a return of LA Knight, but I'm not that. I am Fig Knight 27, FIGKNIGHT 27.
All right, and sign up for the Patreon. You got 1 week to get in on that giveaway for the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition. 1 week to go. Make sure you grab that or sign up for that. Thanks to everybody who watched again live, and thanks to everybody for listening. Oh, don't forget about the giveaway too. Bam Bam Bigelow, greatest hits. All you got to do is retweet the pinned tweet on our Twitter starting on Friday. So Run In Podcast. Goodbye.
Late.